Welcome to Prose and Roses, where stories bloom and fandoms flourish. Today, we're stepping into the glittering ballrooms of Regency London to explore the world of Bridgerton. But this time, we are comparing two beloved versions, the Bridgerton books by Julia Quinn and the hit Netflix series produced by Shondaland. What did the books do better, and where did the show steal the spotlight? Let's start with the characters. While the heart of each sibling remains intact, their portrayals diverge in key ways. Take Daphne, for instance. In the book, she's a bit more traditional, even naive, but the series amplifies her independence and determination. On the flip side, Anthony's tortured, brooding persona is heightened on screen, giving him more emotional depth than in The Viscount Who Loved Me. Even side characters like Queen Charlotte, who doesn't appear in the books at all, have become iconic. Her addition brought richness, diversity, and intrigue to the palace politics of the time. At the core of every Bridgerton installment is a love story. Julia Quinn masterfully crafts slow burn romances on the page, allowing readers to witness every stolen glance and whispered secret. But the screen version ramps up the sensual tension. Remember Simon and Daphne's infamous phone scene? That wasn't in the book, but it became an internet sensation. Some fans feel that the show leans too much into physical intimacy, overshadowing the emotional connection. Others argue it makes the romances more passionate and believable. It's all about preference, but the shift is undeniable. One of the biggest and boldest changes is the show's commitment to diversity. In Julia Quinn's original book, race isn't discussed much. It reflects a historically white aristocracy. The Netflix adaptation, however, introduces a multiracial cast and a world where characters of color hold titles and power. This change sparked conversation. While many praised it as refreshing and necessary, others questioned the historical accuracy. But the show's boldness made it clear. Representation matters, and it can be beautiful even in a reimagined Regency. Let's talk Lady Whistledown. In the books, her identity is a quiet reveal. Readers are kept in suspense with clues sprinkled across multiple installments. But in the show, Lady Whistledown became a central narrative force, almost a character herself. Voiced by Julie Andrews and portrayed by Penelope Featherington, Whistledown's role is far more dramatic and entangled in the character's life than in the books. Her unmasking comes early, adding emotional stakes and plenty of scandal. Fans of the books will notice many pacing changes in the show. Some relationships like Kate and Anthony's take longer to unfold on screen. Others like Benedict's arc are teased earlier than in the books. This restructuring was done to build momentum across seasons and keep viewers hooked. But with these changes come critiques. Some readers miss the simplicity and charm of the original structure, where each book focused squarely on one sibling story. The show's ensemble style means more drama, but sometimes at the cost of emotional payoff. No one watches Bridgerton for a history lesson, but the show takes notable liberties. The music, for one, is modern. String renditions of Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish echo through the ballrooms. The costumes, too, while visually stunning, are not always accurate to the Regency period. These choices have sparked debates. Purists argue they break immersion, while others love the fantasy meets history blend. At the end of the day, Bridgerton isn't aiming for a museum exhibit, it's telling a modern love story in vintage clothing. So, which Bridgerton reigns supreme, the book or the screen? The truth is, both offer different delights. Julia Quinn's novels are cozy, romantic, and character-focused. The Netflix series, on the other hand, is bold, dramatic, and visually lush. Whether you're turning pages or binge-watching episodes, the world of Bridgerton continues to enchant. Let us know in the comments, are you team book or team show? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more literary deep dives. Until next time, keep your dance cards full and your bookshelves stocked.